Hello and welcome. I think we're live. Just waiting for confirmation on my phone. Before we get started. There we go, and we're live. Perfect. So today we're going to be doing Marvel Strike Force, similar to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and we're just about to start the account. So if you jump in, let's have a blast. So just skip the intro. Let me just make sure that you can see that fine. Sound effects are muted just now until we can get the backing track of the game muted, and then we'll put the sound effects back on. I'm just going to share this onto my Discord. Give me a second. Right, let's get into it. So we'll start off with Spider-Man and a random shield medic. At 1 times speed. Yep, it's storytelling. Spider-Man got shot, needs some heal. And then we get our special ability. And of course we win the tutorial. Nick Fury tells us it's good luck, good work, and gives us some power cores. Power cores is the equivalent to crystals in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And now we're in the main homepage. So just like Galaxy of Heroes, we get our free hero at the start. So we get Luke Cage. It's a bit slow than out. We building assets in the background, and then it tells us our daily objectives. And we have to do the first 2 missions before we can do anything, so we'll just fight them. Now we've got Luke Cage, the medic, and Spider-Man. Nice and easy. Unfortunately we can't follow this, so we just basic through it. Talk with Luke Cage. welcome to those watching. We've just started, so you've not missed much. I decided to go live because the starting of the account is a bit long-winded, so for some reason it's not giving me text on this stuff here. I don't know if it's something to do with BlueStacks. I'll need to check that out. So this should say skip. For some reason it's not giving me skip. And there should be buttons up here. It's not giving me that. A text up here saying how many I've got to beat. See the chat. It's not showing me. It's kind of annoying that this text isn't showing up. All three of these characters will be put on the dusty shelf for a while. So it looks kind of rubbish because it's not giving me any of the little text at the moment, but I'll sort that out for the next video. So it should give you numbers of how many shards etc you're getting. So this is the calendar, these are other calendars that we're getting. So this is like January calendar, this is just the starter calendar and a premium or calendar. This is your inbox. You get some power cores, I don't know how many. It's not it tells you to keep logging in, gives you some black stars, tells you about Dark Dimensions Odin, which we can't open. And now we could sort things out. So first of all, we want to turn the music off and then turn this back on. Running out of text for some reason. Let's see if I could get some settings to change this without having to change the whole thing. Just restarting BlueStacks now. Give me a second. Then hopefully this should change what's happening. Epic fail 1 for the stream. hopefully it actually loads this time. BlueStacks has been a bit of a pain. It's a bit slow. Because it's downloading, see there, downloading assets at the bottom. So it takes its time to begin with, but it looks like we're loading in. It's giving us some text there, so hopefully it gives us the text inside. It's looking better. And we're looking better now. There we go, we can see everything we've got. So we've got 100 shards of Mockingbird. Let me just go to the rewards and we could actually see what we've got. So as you see, it's all messages, rewards, daily rewards, etc. This is what we're getting. So we're getting 100 shards of Mockingbird, some premium orb shards, and then all these characters in the next week, and then some more premium orb. We've got our power cores, which is your equivalent to crystals. You've got your gold, which is your equivalent to credits in Star Wars, and then just your energy, the same as everything else. Our name, our profile picture, we'll change our name now, and it will be Commander. We'll keep Commander, if we can see Commander SSG OE. No. Let's just say SSG Reborn. And then confirm. So now we've got our player profile set up. We could change our profile photo. And this changes depending on what characters you unlock. So once you start unlocking characters, more profile photos appear, and then you could also change the frames depending on what you've done. So for example, this is a New Year one, but then you get stuff right down here. This is when you start doing Dark Dimensions, which is a game mode, and so you could fancy them up and it shows other players what you've achieved. So we'll just claim our achievements similar to SWGO. You've got loads of different achievements. We're going to get Hulk unlocked through achievements, stuff such as logging in consecutively, reaching player levels, logging in for 30 days, collecting so many characters, equipping so many gear, etc. Our daily objectives now is just to equip gear and play the game. We've got Arena at level 30, challenges at level 8. Milestones will unlock once we complete Heroes Chapter 1, which is very important, and same with events. We've got our 2 mandatory orbs that we get, which is like your packs on your Bronzium shipments. Your campaign Blitz, which is like a constant game mode of fighting other teams with your own teams, and you've got so much energy you could use there. Alliance War is like Territory Wars on SWGO, and then Alliance Raid is your raid system. Cosmic Crucible is similar to Grand Arena. Battle World, not tried that yet. Real Time Arena is exactly the same as normal arena, but you're fighting it in real time. And then Epic Campaigns is different campaigns to unlock epic characters. So you get a login streak bonus, so once you log in for so long, you can start raiding simming battles in the raids. The raids are slightly different on this to SWGO, and then auto and dailies, so some of the dailies will get autoed, so it's a lot quicker to get through them. Into the shipments, like any gacha game, you get your crystal characters, don't buy them. And then we get loads of credits. We don't have them now, but we'll buy the greens and work our way up. Difference here is that we get orbs, so we had the premium orbs that gives us character shards. You don't need to open them, you don't get, like, it's not like Raid or Watcher of Realms where we do events and you get better chances at getting stuff on different days. It's just, you get a pool of different characters and different ones. and so you get resources and common shards out of the what was that? Yeah, left pillar, centre pillar is rare shards 1%, common shards in the middle, and right pillar of resources and common shards. So then when we pull it, we got a purple, so we're getting 50 shards of Cosmo. We get a green, we get 15 shards of Squirrel Girl. And that's another way of accumulating shards. It's about 500 odd shards to get a character to 7 stars. So we've got Cosmo Pup, so we could just recruit him. Not like Swiggle where you might not want to activate all your characters because you want to keep your GP reasonable. On this it doesn't really matter. And it actually does the opposite. Instead of putting your non-activated characters below the first line, it puts it at the top. So if I didn't activate him, he would sit here all the time and you'd just get in the way. So let's just sort out this. The filter, we're going to go Spider Society. If I could even spell. That's because there's a dash in it. So this is one of the biggest focuses of the account to start with. We're not going to be able to get all the characters, but most of them will lead into Iron Man, which will become more apparent as we progress the campaign, because of the skill type that they are, and we get given them for completing some milestones. We'll get them, and then we'll be doing Superior 6 as well, so we'll get all of these at some time. At some point we'll get given most of these, apart from Doc Ock, and because it's downloading stuff, kind of favourite. There we go. Doc Ock and the Green Goblin we can't get yet, so I'm just going to take him out. But these 3 we can. Will be gifted them. So we're also going to need to get some Sinister 6, and out the Sinister 6 we want to really focus on a Shocker, for he gives energy, and then I think we'll just do Green Goblin because he goes into the Underworld team, so he won't be totally lost and he's quite early fun. So that's that. These are the first 2 teams, and then we also want a bit of Infinity Watch. This is another character that we'll unlock eventually through having X-Men, which will be our next team. So you kind of want multiple teams. You could get this doesn't mean that the team has to be 7 stars straight away. Before we move on to the next, we could build multiple teams at once on this. Not quite at once. Oh, so put the dash in. So we'll just do X-Men, and on this we want Beast because he's used in multiple X-Men teams. Cable, Cyclops, because he could work in with Phoenix. Storm, where's she? Storm. And I'm undecided between Iceman. Let's see what he gives. So just damage. Right, slows and stuns. So he gives a shield to everybody according to his max health. Okay, so he's Astonishing X-Men, so that is Jubilee. So we're not really going to have Astonishing X-Men, so we don't really matter about him. So we'll go Death Seed and go Psylocke. She's a wee bit later on in the Nexus campaign, but it's okay. So that was a lot of characters that we just favourited. So our main priority will be the Spider Society and the Sinister Six / Superior Six, with X-Men in the background to build up to make start farming out the Infinity Watch and get Adam Warlock for the Infinity Watch team. And that's our first goal on the account. So without further ado, let's start smashing some of the campaign. So it's just telling us that we've got synergy here, beat up, and basically you could get them to assist. It's given us everybody, but we're not going to really worry about leveling anybody once we unlock milestones. The catchy tune in the background is just courtesy of a non-copyright YouTube music. Apologies if it's horrible, but it's copyright. It's non-copyright, so we get away with it. So you can have dynamic camera on for 1 times, 2 times, and 3 times. I find 3 times is too fast. This game's got a lot more animations in it. It gets a bit choppy if you play it too fast. So I put the dynamic camera on, and then I put it to 2x, and that's fast enough that you see the flashy animations when we're battling, and then it doesn't go too choppy. So we've got Kingpin, he just keeps summoning minions. The Cosmo Dog. We're just basically basicking our way through. Skip the chat. If you want to read that, feel free to. Oh look, we got an item piece. I wonder what that's for. Oh, we've got to put gear on Spider-Man. Seem familiar? Usually it's Ahsoka. Or Snips. Right, so we've managed to put a gear piece on. Hallelujah. Oh look, we got a level up. We're now level 3, smashing the game so far. Now we've got to finish 3 battles and heroes assembled and finish 10 missions in total. Oh look. It's about 10 missions for this. I don't know why they're showing Odin and well, these are just all the other characters, that's why it is. I thought it was just Odin and Old Man Logan. It was taunting to see combining. Right, on to so difference from Swago, it's not 3 waves every battle which Swago has, it's enemies, so we've got a certain amount of enemies to beat in each round, and sometimes you'll get like 14 enemies against you at once, which could be quite time consuming to go through. But to begin with, it's just up to 5 or 6. 3-star it, same as Swago, and then get some gear, some power cores, which we'll use to really unlock the characters we need on the account. And it gives you a wee bit of background up here, what we're doing, shows you what we're fighting. So as you can see, they're all grey all the way through, so we don't really need to gear anybody right now. If for whatever reason you're struggling to get through the initial battles, just fire in some levels where you need them. I would recommend stuff like Luke Cage and Spidey, just for damage and tanking, and then the rest will just fall off. But they should do enough damage to get through. I mean, we've got Cosmo Dogs, so Cosmo Dogs just howling at them. So we've got one more guy after that. Oh look, it's Crossbones. So you'll notice the yellow bars on the special abilities, that's energy. So certain characters can gift energy to the team, which will allow the abilities to come back faster, or you get 1 energy per turn, which gives you the ability after that amount of turns. Okay, so we've been reminded to complete achievements. Oh look, we're getting Punisher. We've got 44 shards, it takes 45 to unlock them. I wonder what we're going to get this time. So this is MSF's equivalent to hard mode. Welcome to all who's just joined the stream. So the way these abilities work is it says attack primary target and then rebound chain to adjacent targets. So it's not necessarily going to attack everybody. So if I'd done this on Winter Soldier, it would just hit Winter Soldier because he's not got anybody next to him. Whereas if I do it on Hydra, there's 2 or 3 of them next to each other or close enough together that this will hit all of them. And it will generate 1 ability energy for a new Avenger, but we don't have any new Avengers right now. So I'll show you, we hit Winter Soldier, it just really hit once. These two, so they 2 are close enough. And then this attacks primary and adjacent for 80% damage. So if we go here, it hit the A3 again. If we go here, it only hits the A2. Now they're 2 separate, so it's not going to hit any of them. So the multiple hits won't clear anything. It won't hit both of them now, so we just have to take them out one at a time. Oh no, we're not 3-starring it. We'll come back into it. Oh look, we've got Punisher. I'm just switching back and forward because I'm on one monitor. I'm just making sure that the stream's still running and that I'm not missing any chats. I'm very Billy Basic. I don't have any pop-ups to tell me that the chat's on or anything like that. So we've got the Punisher. He's got M4 carbine move, and then we've got another AoE. We'll just leave him there. We'll get this. We've got 5 more shards of Hulk, and we need to complete this. This will give us another level, level 4, 60 energy, power cores. We'll ramp up this energy like no tomorrow, and plus you get so this game gives us a lot of free energy for completing dailies as well, which helps massively before you use your power cores. So you get like 350s. This is going to annoy me, so I'm just going to do this mission again, and then we'll just chuck in these, take Cosmo Dog out. It's going to run a bit slow for the next 10-15 minutes or so whilst it's downloading stuff in the background. So I'm playing this as if I had just installed the game. It's basically a fresh install on the game. Oh, I thought we got rid of him there. I'm just going to A2 him and really wail on Winter Soldier because he does the damage. He's going to do a big punch. He really doesn't like her. but she slapped him with her stick, played the drums, and there we go. 3-star now, so we're all good. Oh look, we've got 4 shards for that. Perfect. We'll come back around to Punisher at some point. He's military, so he gets an event which gives us, I want to say, training discs, which is equivalent to training shards. So we might need to pick up some military characters if we don't get enough through our farming strategy. The farming strategy is derived from other YouTubers that I watched the last couple of days just to see what's changed. I played this game a couple of years ago. I have an account that's 11 million power, but I was just getting characters and just seeing what they could do. Most of the characters are all gear tier 13. We're going to have to up some levels here. Gear tier 13 and sort of left there. Right, we're going to quit out of this because it's going horrendous. We need to upgrade the troops. Over to the roster. So we're using Spidey. Let's just put him to 4. 4's not going to break the bank. We don't have full gear, so we're not going to worry about that. We'll just put them all to 4. I don't want to really put any gear on them if I don't have to. Not that we don't get enough gear, but don't really want to spend gear when I don't need to. Be very conservative about the gear. Let's see the minimum that we can do till we get because we're going to get a full team of X-Men. There you go. There's a first team, and then we're going to get a full team of Sinister Six. That's where all the gear's going. And then we'll push gear on to Spider Society when we level up them, and we'll push gear on to any other characters that we need to as we progress further. So Hydra are a pain to fight because they just keep bringing more people in whilst Red Skull's there. So we'll just try and take him out first, keep the heals up. We might have to put some gear on Luke. There we go, got rid of him. Let's fire this across here. Oh, Sniper took out Luke Cage. You know what, we'll just come back. As long as we get through it, we'll come back. We just need to get through the end of chapter 1 and then we're laughing. So the difference here is I can't just click on them and go to the roster. It doesn't allow you, unfortunately. Once it's loading, I'll just check that everything is still running. Okay, so this one we need to take out the 2 targets. So the 2 targets is the Hydra operatives on the right. If we take out them before we take out them, we win. We don't need to take out everybody. We just need to take out them. So for this mission, just wail on the operatives. Hopefully survive the hits. And then we definitely we should have won. I thought we should win, but looks like we do have to take out everybody. So let's get a heal. Oh. She does that big leap as if you're going to beat them, but and doesn't do enough damage. Well, we got a crit that time, but it still didn't do enough. Right, go in and take out him. Oh, that's Luke Cage gone. She likes that big leap, like they didn't see it coming. And there's Punisher gone, and then we win. So, yeah, you have to beat everybody, but at the same time, you don't need to worry about the portal if you take them out early enough. So it changes the dynamic of the campaign up a wee bit. So now we need to get through the second hard mode of this phase, of this chapter, which gives us the ability to farm out Black Panther, which could become a farm that we do, because through what we're farming we should be able to unlock one of the Wakandan legendaries. And if we get through the legendaries, if we get the legendaries, or the legendary, then it will give us a Wakandan team, which isn't too bad. Oh, thankfully we've only got to take 4 of them out. We lost our tank though, it didn't do very much tanking. Probably just got that heal in our time. And then big leap of faith again. Big leap, but does nothing. Hulk smash. Oh no, it's Hulk. Hopefully doesn't absolutely destroy us. Eat everything. And that was what I was worried for. Now I don't think. And now I think we're going to have to put gear on to get through this. And we have to clear this level. Oh well, if Spidey keeps dodging, we're okay. No, Spidey, you're meant to keep dodging. No. Okay, defeat. So we need to put gear on. So back to the roster, down to here. Oh, she never even got any levels. So just equip. So right now we need to do Billy Basics of around every little bit of gear and upgrading. Tier 1, then tier 2. We're just going to. Alright, oh look, more levels. And then equip. And again. So take them all to year tier 1. We're literally at year 0. Well, tier 2. I thought we were at tier 0. Oh well, we had Luke Cage's gloves or bracelets. So we actually got that piece, was gifted to us anyway from the game. And then nope, not Cosmo Dog, Shield Medic. If it's here, we'll buy it. It's not. We'll just buy some of this. Guaranteed we're gonna have to buy shipments, so she's not gonna get any gear. Either she. That should do us. We should get through that now. Try again. So the way MSF works is you can have multiple traits on your characters, and you know, I've got 2 shields, so they get the bonus for being both shield, and they'll get their share of the unique shield bonuses to each other, but the rest of the team doesn't. So you could have a team of 5 heroes with different bonuses given to them depending on their backgrounds and their abilities. Oh, there we go. We get a bit of damage in now. What took was a little bit of you. Who thunk? Splatted that her right over the barrier, and we got an assist. And this will actually do damage, so it'll be worthwhile doing the leap. Now we're on to the Hulk with the full team. No point doing healing because they're okay, and Punisher's got heal immunity. Let's go and do his Hulk smash in a minute. And we still didn't survive at all. Medic died because we didn't put any gear on her, but we got through it. That's all that matters. Okay, now we've unlocked events. Now we get our sinister villains. So we now play through all of these, and we get Lizard, Mysterio, Kraven, Vulture, and Spider Slayer. And we've got to use these to get through it. So we might need to come back and actually get them. Hopefully we get through it without gearing them too much. Can't remember if we have to do much gearing. Oh well, it doesn't matter actually. Agent Venom will basically carry us through this level. So when we've got one person save your AoEs until we get the big amount of people coming out in the mob. Don't waste your AoEs until we have a group of them. That being said, it looks like we're getting single at a time, so I'll just fire up the big guns. And we're going to get one at a time, so we'll just hit a grenade, there we go. Okay. Now we'll do this one. I'm sure basically Agent Venom will carry us through all this event. We'll get Sinister 6. Once we get Sinister 6, we'll then get to go and get, I think at a certain level we'll start unlocking X-Men, and basically we'll filter out the X-Men. We'll come back to that in a minute. We'll filter out the X-Men out of our heroes team until we get to the specific level to unlock all that team. Then that team will then carry us for a while until we get our next hero team, and they get put on the back burner minus the ones that we're actually keeping level. So we've got good old Shocker, and Miles Morales is going to help carry us. We grenade. So this guy's called Bullseye that we're fighting. Oh, the medic's going to die. Our healer's going to die. So now we need our AoEs. Heal up. So we should really have taken out Vulture. Cage is down. Miles Morales should carry us. And with this, you don't need to 3-star them, you just need to get through them. It's a bit like the Rebel tutorial events and Empire tutorial events. Once we go, you just sort of play through the missions and hope for the best. Apart from, yeah, you can actually gear up the characters. You don't get them given it a certain gear level. Unless your add-on allows you to clear. So now we've unlocked Mysterio. He's not bad to. He provides blinds, etc. So, and he's quite an early farm, so he's good to start leveling till we unlock the other ones and farm out a bit. So now we're struggling. We need to wait till we're level 6. I think that's level 8 and then level 9 or something. So we can go to here, and then this is what I was on about with the roster. Our recruits. I'm going to favourite him as well. Our recruits come up to the top, so they sit in the way of our favourited characters. So if you have 20 characters that need to be recruited, then you can't see, you're going to see a roster. So just equip all this. We'll rank them up. And we'll recruit Mysterio. So they're city villains, and to get Green Goblin, OG Green Goblin, or the elite version of him, we need to use City Villains, Rebirth, Tech. So basically we'll be building teams that will help us do that event. Doing that event will give us shards of the Green Goblin, and doing that will then allow us to get the full Superior 6. So whilst we do that, let's just see if we could get, so we need to do Heroes 2 now. So let's put some gear on the medic. Does he get all his gear? Let's just fire in. He gets all his gear, so it gives us up to gear 2 for 4 of them. And we can just see what we do there. So now we'll go to achievements, and we'll just bring in all this. And then our daily objective, we'll just claim all this. Get another level up, level 6. Level 7. Now we've got Black Widow. So go up here, we're going to recruit back Black Widow, but we're not going to really use her just now. However, she is a wave 1 Avenger, so she helps unlock, I think it is one of the new characters. So we can now get Craven, and we've got these milestones. So this is the milestone that we really want to do. We want to get as many points as we can. If we could get down here, we get her. So that will unlock her at gear tier 6, 3 stars, level 30, with her abilities at 3, 3, 2 and 1. That's without touching her, that's just with getting there. If we could get there, we get all the Spider Society. We get Swarm, we get Green Goblin, we get Shocker, and then we get Electro, and we get Rhino as well. And all you have to do is do the campaign battle and raids in Arena over the next month, 40 days. So we should manage that. But the faster we do that, the better. And then we can start really climbing Arena with that Spider Society. So long as not everybody's following the same idea. So we've got Villains United, and then we've unlocked milestones. On to campaign. We'll fire this one on. We'll take him out. We'll add Cosmo in. We'll take her out. And we'll just fight. So gearing them up to tier 2 isn't going to break the bank. You don't need to do it that way. I'm just being super stingy. You could literally fire the levels on as much as you like till you get your teams that you don't use. With doing that, now we can go to the roster and we should be able to do all of Spidey, which he's Spider-Verse Web Warrior, he's a web slinger, so he actually fits in with Spider-Man Black or Noir. He can be used with him early on, he gets a boost until we get the rest of the team running. So now we just need to keep progressing the campaign. We'll claim this shard. And we get 15 a beast. Fantastic, we want him. You get these Jarvis ones. These give you characters that the game thinks it recommends that you have. So, like 2% chance to get all of these. And yeah, so I mean, it's not bad. Get them for free and we get a lot of currency open up. So we need to get, it doesn't tell you, I want to say 9 before we do that, so we'll do a couple more battles here. So now it will automatically place the highest, until we actually select a full team, it will automatically put us with the highest characters. Just on, and now we're going to face Iron Man. So Iron Man's power armor, Illuminati, and tech, as well as power armor bionic or something. So he fits a lot of categories. So he's a good legendary to go with, as well as Wave 1 Avenger. So he's good to build and he's good to get. And Spider Society will get us it. Spider Society plus Gamora will get us, get them all to 7 stars, and then we'll laugh in because we get Iron Man. So now we've got our first sort of hard mode farm that we could do in Mysterio. So we'll use that node after we win the battle to just grab us, set ourselves a wee bit more XP. And then we're getting Rocket to help us. Oh no, we're against Rocket. So we're going to go in the middle and then we're just going to use AoEs. and then just punch Rocket in the face. And that wins that.
Yeah, I would visualize.
Okay, so
Choose your fighter.
it's telling us we could auto win this, which is perfect because we need to we want to farm him anyway. So it tells you how many you could do, 1 at a time, 3 at a time, or all of them. That'll take us up to 8. It gives us the energy. We could refresh it for 50 cores and rerun it. If we look here, each node has so many attempts. So unlike Swiggle where you could use all your energy on one node when farming gear, if it's not a hard node, on this you can't. If we do this, we then have to refresh the node or wait till the next day, and then we get to do it again. But it gives us a good amount of gear, to be fair. Not like Swiggle. I've not seen really it not drop us the gear that it says, at least a small amount. So this is the challenges, and the same as the challenges on Swiggle. We get gold, we get training droids, etc. So now we're just going to we'll let it use the preloaded ones that we've got. Give Lizard and Mysterio a whirl. Because we've unlocked challenges now, it'll give us more XP when we complete this, so then that should give us enough to complete the Sinister Six team, and then it'll open up campaign for villains, and then we should be able to open up getting X-Men, and then we could really start worrying about gear and really leveling once we get the 2 teams going. So just last these, and just like Swiggle, certain challenges happen every day. So you get gold, training discs, gear, except from on this you get different types of orbs and stuff as well throughout the day, or throughout the different days depending on what level you are. So we're just going to do that. So this is gold orbs, so when you get 2000 you could open up one and you get some gold. And then this is like different health packs for blitz charges, health packs, and you need brawlers and support to do that. And so this is the blitz charges, and this is your raid health packs. And then further up you get dark health packs, which I've never touched, and elite credits, which gives us extra stars on top of our stars, which will become more apparent. So then this is original expertise, it doesn't open till level 55. Then training day, which is your training modules or training discs. And then you've got your orb fragments, your training mats, your ability mats for your abilities, more gear, all the way up, depending on the background. So 2 challenges, and we've cleared our dailies. Level 9, we've now recruited Hawkeye. He'll be sheltered. He used to be farmable on like Hero Stage 1, he's not anymore for some reason. We're going to get Wolverine, so we might build Wolverine up instead of Psylocke to begin with. Just remembering that you passively get him just for logging in and completing your dailies, and eventually you'll get him at 7 stars first. Everybody moaned about this Swiggle Battle Pass. MSF has had it for ages. You've got your freebie tier and you've got your paid tier. If we activate the tier, that's 20 quid, same as Swiggle, but you get some power cores, and then you get all these, all this stuff, which is quite a lot. And then you've got your 40 quid edition, which is, it gives you 20 strike levels, which takes you up to here straight away and gives you all the above and the bottom and top row. We're just going to focus on free to play. I might sponge out on this game at some point, but I've got no intention of spending enough money on these type of games as it is with Swigo on my main account. So right now, all intents and purposes, this will be free to play. So now it's telling us we need to go and play 3 villains missions. We can't unlock villains mission. No, that's a villains campaign until we do chapter 2 of Heroes campaign. We'll read the game later. Okay, so it's telling us about Strike Pass and then we've unlocked power cores. Right, okay. We're already ahead here. Beat it. Okay, inbox. So we've got Jarvis at our service. We've just got 10k Jarvis recommended orbs. We'll take them. We've got the season pass, which just unlocked. We've got the meta player guide, which just does let you know what's the meta teams. We've unlocked challenges and we've unlocked daily objectives, so we now get 10 free Wolverine shards. So let's just where's the mutants? Not that one. Where is it? Cyclops. So he goes into the Extreme X-Men. No, not the Extreme X-Men, it's the Uncanny X-Men. So Uncanny X-Men gives us all of these. So if we do Wolverine as well, we can get the full 5 until we get Phoenix. And that gives us a full 5 X-Men team. We'll just claim all of this stuff. Eventually it will give you a claim all button. It's not like Swigo where it gives you, you've got to click all your rewards individually all the time. It starts giving you niceties once you get into the game, but to begin with it makes you work for your rewards. So we'll claim our 2 orbs here. Let's see what we get. We get some Hela, that's not too bad, and Morbius. And then 1 shard of everybody else. And then we get our 8 shards here, 8 orbs here. And we get some Philavel, good, we need her. Some Wolverine, some Venom, Sunspot, Cersei, Icarus. But more importantly, we're getting gear credits, so that this will help massively with gear. Which will come more apparent. Okay, now we're on 1,000 crystals already, and we barely touched anything. Let's just get our Craven team up, or our Sinister team unlocked. We'll do the Craven event. So Storm didn't used to be, wasn't good to begin with, but apparently she's had rework, and I've used her on an account I'm testing things with during the week, and she's literally gear 7 and she's wiping out teams both in arena and in campaign. Oh look, it's a Venom and Carnage. There we go. So now we've got Craven, an easy 25,000 gold. And we'll come back to you. Let's do Vulture. Some of these teams in Superior 6 came in, so the characters have been moved from what used to be accessible nodes a couple of years ago, and you used to do like, on my main account I'd done Wave 1 Avengers and Sinister Six were the first two teams. And then I branched off from there. I've almost got the Four Horsemen. I'm just working on building up Apocalypse teams, but I've now just reinstated that account just to help this account by building a guild or an alliance, which is the case for this game. So if anybody watches this and is looking for an early game alliance that's going to build up from the bottom down, bottom up, come and join it. Once I get to the alliances, I'll show you what it's called. Now, so we've got to the level we could go and get a Spider Slayer now. Right, so that's Spider Slayer done, and that is that mission done. 100 shards of each of the Superior Six and Sinister Six. Gives us our villain team. There are currently no events. And then we'll just recruit these and fire them what gear we can on. We can't take him up a gear level to gear 12. That's him done. On to Spider Slayer, we'll recruit him. Rank him up to 3 stars. Train him up to 10. Gear 2. Vulture. There we go, and we'll just take each of these up to 10 because we're going to be using them. So we're starting to get our villain team going. Claim some more rewards, some achievement. Let's just see if we could farm out any of this gear. Nope. So we'll just go continue on with the campaign. That's the type of mission that you can just beat the boss and then that's you. Okay, so our main node that we're going to farm is Gamora. And we've just got to that now, so what we're going to do is we're going to farm it and use 50 power cores to refresh the farm. And see how many shards we get on day 1. So I think Nebula's a pain. We'll get rid of her first. And then everybody else comes in. Take a grenade. So if we survive the 3 stages we win in this mission, or we take out everybody we win. Stage 2. We can't lose her. If we lose her, we lose. And then stage 3, that should be S1. Okay, so we'll do 4 and then we get level up to 11. So we've got 8 shards. We need 45 to unlock her. We now got another 12. So we've got 29 shards to begin with. I'm not doing the 100 power cores. So 2 refreshes and then you get 2 50s and then you start getting 100s. as you can see, the shards are quite generous now, so don't know how long it'll take us to 7-star characters, but we're going to have to, so we're just going to have to grind it out. But the characters in this game are viable even at lower tier, lower star count. Right, Star-Lord's gone. Get rid of Gamora, she hits hard. And now we've got Groot. We want to get rid of Groot first on this mission because he's got a heal. And he teams up with Rocket. Rocket has an AoE, so we get rid of him second. And then we fight Drax. He can hit hard, but he's mainly single target. Taunts and counter attack, so he's a tank. That's why he just puts him in a magic web and gets rid of him. Okay, 2 more missions. As you can see, we're only gear 2 and level 4 or 5 with these characters, and we're getting through the first 2 phases of the campaign. So don't stress too much about putting gear on, but don't go nuts putting gear on either. You don't need to over gear these guys if you're not going to be using them. Oh, we're getting a multi-hit. Okay, so again, take out Red Skull because he brings in more minions. Okay, he's taunting out, great. Good, got rid of taunt with yourself. We should be able to take our turns before they do, so we should be fine. And now, Shocker, we can actually start building him. We'll get 15 shards just for completing him. I don't want to over farm him because we're going to get him at a certain level, a star level. And when you get them on the milestone achievement thing, you don't lose the star level on them, the shards that you accumulate on them, so it's more the gear. You don't get that back. I don't think you lose the shards anyway. So we're just going to howl at them. And that should take these 2 out. Then smack Bullseye about. Now we face the full power of the hand. Full power of the hand, but they stealth up. Let's just taunt because Spidey and Punisher is rather weak. And we get a smack with I can't remember her name, but we've unlocked Shocker now, so we could also bookmark them there, and that gives us an easier way to farm, we could just work through a list of characters to farm. So we'll just go straight ahead and recruit, because we're now opening up the villains campaign. And you're probably thinking, you just gave us, you started building up 6 villains instead of 5. But we'll need him. We could take out one of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we're still on 5 actually, so we're okay. Yeah, we could replace Mysterio with Green Goblin, or just take Green Goblin out actually, and then we could work on these guys. So with Shocker we could actually take him to year 3, but I don't want to just now. What I want to do is check here. We've got free Ultra Cores, so you get this free premium currency that you get basically for purchasing out the store. Instead of using coin, you could use that. So I'm going to show you now what I would buy with this. So we've got Power Cores. See here, you can buy Power Cores 375 for 50. No, we're not doing that. We should get, unfortunately you're not getting enough of them. I mean, you could get a calendar that gives this stuff. It's only 10 cores. You get Cosmic Ghost Rider for 100 shards, or you get Ghost Rider. None of these seem viable. If I had 100 I would buy this, but no. Let's see, 150, 50 for Hela isn't too bad if you're going as Guardian, but nope. This isn't too bad at all actually. You can unlock Agatha for 50 cores. It is kind of tempting me, but we don't need another villain at this stage. I think these are just all characters. This isn't too bad, it's Venom and 2, but we're not needing any more characters. We're going to get plenty of characters that are going to do better than just the ones that we're given. So where's the stuff? We're getting into the right stuff now. So training droids, we're going to do this, so I would highly recommend signing into the Scopely website, which is the website, the web store and website for the game. 20,000 is 10 gold orbs, and 1,000 power cores is not to be sniffed at, and 100 shards is about a 4-star, 3-star or 4-star Loki. Easy farm, easy purchase that gives you nothing for nothing. It's free to sign up, and it's shards for nothing. I know we don't need any more characters, but it helps. So maybe if we go here and we go here, find, this is what we're wanting. So this is what I recommend spending your 50 power cores on. 4 million gold, 1,000 tier 2 training, and 1,000 tier 2 training mats. I don't think we get any more. Fire that on, we get all that stuff in about 4 days time. Let's see if it went through. It's not went through. The game's playing up now. But this offer will be here pretty much all the time. It's not on play for me now, for whatever reason. Let's just close that and I'll go back in and see what it does. And BlueStacks itself shut down. Let me just reopen it. BlueStacks playing up. Perfect. Just what everybody loves to see. So we'll look back in and we'll see what's happening. We'll do a bit of the villains campaign and we'll call it there once we sort this out, so long as it loads back up. This series will run on the 9th or 10th of every month, concurrently until either I get fed up with it, people aren't watching it, or we just hit a wall and we can't progress anymore. We'll see how things goes. 70%, 90%, and we're in. Right, so it didn't use the power, the fancy cores. So let's just try this once more. Find 50, confirm. And it still doesn't want to give us it. Oh, there we go, there we go. 4 million gold and all the lovely stuff. Perfect. Now we've not got a gold shortage, and we'll just keep capitalising on it from now. Perfect. Hit milestones, so we'll get Rhino, and we'll get the 4,000 because we've done the 2 campaigns. Now we need to push to this one, get him, so he's currently level 12, he'll go up to level 20, he'll go to star rank 3, and he'll go up to gear tier 4, so that's why we don't want to put too much gear into him, and we'll get some ability levels on all of them, and then we could just leave it. And then we could gear him up as much as we like, because otherwise we don't get the same benefit as not touching him. Okay, villains campaign. So similar idea. What I didn't do on the heroes one is actually go through the nodes, so we can check what's on, similar to Swago in other games like this. You could check what's further up, so on every third third 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th and the end, roughly, you get characters, or that's where the characters appear. That's your hard modes. So we've got Groot, Juggernaut and Shang-Chi on this one, and then you can actually go to the next campaign level and just see who's next. So see, you don't always get the same amount of characters each one, but then you've got Kingpin, and then we've got 3. He's worth farming, possibly, depending on what we need. We've got Miss Marvel, and then we've got Hela going on. We've got Mighty Thor. If you're going, you want to grab an Asgardian team, and then we've got Jessica Jones, and then going forward, keep going. You know, you get Magic, Vision, and Nebula. So Nebula, we need to get to 5 villains before we start getting Nebula, and Nebula is going to be one of our farms. And it goes all the way up to 7, and right at the end is Gwenpool. And then we've also got Bullseye, US Agent, which we need. So basically we've got to get all the way through the villains campaign, but if you notice there, we have to be careful here. So we've got no restrictions on phase 6. I don't know why it doesn't want to go to phase 7. On 7, we must have AIM, Hydra or Sinister 6. So bonus with us getting Sinister 6 at the start means that we can go all the way through normal villains campaign until all the way through all the nodes with that team. If we check heroes assembled, they need city characters. So if we go back to our roster, we'll just recruit Rhino. You don't need to rank him up, but there's no love lost if you don't. Just, it doesn't keep his power up too much and it just takes him away. So if we go to X-Men, they're not city, they're global. If we go to the Spider Society, they're city. If we check all the Spider Society, we could then filter to domain and click city. Every single one of these is city. So if we build up the Spider Society, you can clear all of normal hero campaign and all of normal villain campaign with Sinister Six. The mutants, so if we go to the X-Men, there's no X-Men that are classed as city. If we come back out of there and just go city and we go heroes, so we go to type, we go down to heroes. These are all the city heroes. So another way of doing it is we go for you go for heroes for hire, or wave one. I think wave one Avengers. Wave one Avengers doesn't even have all of them. So you can go heroes for hire, or Spider Society, or Web Slingers, and that gives you the heroes campaign, which becomes very important for what we need to farm. So if we just go back to heroes campaign, or just for farming in general, but if we go to 6, we've got stuff like Colossus, Emma Frost, we've got Firestar, we've got our Spider-Man symbiote, and then we've got She-Hulk. So the characters aren't necessarily needed straight away. It's saying only cosmic characters now. City characters here. Okay, so it's city characters on these nodes, global characters here, cosmic characters here. So we need global, cosmic and city. So cosmic will be Infinity Watch, we're building with them. Global, you notice with the X-Men, and then Infinity Watch. City is Spider Society. We've got AIM, Hydra, Sinister Six, Mystics, which we'll build for anyway, which could be stuff like Loki and Hela. And then coming along here, no restrictions. So we need Mystics, so we need Mystic Villains. Mystic Villains also gets us Phoenix when that event comes. Now I'm not saying you need to build these straight away, but it's bearing in mind that you can't progress that campaign to the end until you get that team built. So if you have spare resources, you maybe sealing off one team, start working on the other one, just so that you have, even if it's sharding them or having them built with gear at low stars or whatever it is that you need to do, and that helps. So you've got Hela, Loki, and then the other ones that you could sort of build out, I would build out, would be stuff like, struggling really for a full team. Doctor Strange, Heartless, maybe Thanos, and then just see what else you can pick out. And Mordo. So Mordo, Doctor Strange, Thanos, Hela and Loki would work just to get the 3 nodes done. and they all fit into teams. So that's something to be aware of when building your teams. Okay, so sidetrack there, but let's get back into the campaign. That just explains our strategies a wee bit more in depth. So we're going to fire Shocker in here, and I'm going to take out Vulture. Really, we could have just not put our 10 levels onto Vulture and just left them there, because he's not really used in this team. And the reason we do is it Shocker? Yeah, Shocker, is he gives us energy for our abilities. So we've got 4 here, and he can just come in and just whack everybody, and then he can just come in and assassinate them, and then he just shoots everybody. The downside of the farming of this team is where they're farmable from. So you've got Spider Slayer is in Blitzstone, which is also where one of the Sinister Six in the Spider Society is. So we need to prioritise Spider Society because they are going to do more for us. And then you've got Craven, who's in the raid store, which is also where Cyclops is. So it's about just seeing what you need and when, and prioritising the characters out of that store, depending on the currency you get. So this ability here, generate 1 ability energy for self. Eventually you can do it. You fill speed bar and gain offense. You start spreading it to the team. So he blinds everybody, and then we got an assist from Spider Slayer, and we take literally no damage here. So like we go in other games like this, you don't have all your abilities until you get them up to a certain gear level. Onto the hard road then, just keep firing. This team should just clear this whole campaign level, no bother. Show you what it's like on 3 speed, 310 speed. So that's without the animations, and then if we do the dynamic character, no, it's not without the animations, it's without dynamic camera. We'll just speed this up a bit, get through this campaign. It gets a bit choppy, as you can see, but I mean, sometimes it's worth it. 3 times feels like 4 or 5 times speed. It doesn't feel like 3 times speed. It feels faster than 4 times on Squiggle. So we get 5 shards of Shang-Chi. AoEs like that really help. Just fire this on auto. So the only thing with doing it on auto is sometimes it takes a while to get through the speech part. I'll just sit on it for a while. When it used to, they might have changed it. And there we go. On to Juggernaut. So we should be able to go back to home and then we've got our level up. And then we claim this and this. So we're at level 13. We've got some more orbs to open. Union Jack. You just get random characters and don't feel obliged to level them up. No, that's a good pull. 50 shards of Dark Hawk. If we go to Dark Hawk, he's in the Pegasus one. And that team is unfathomable right now, but it looks not too bad. I've never used him yet. But Dark Hawk, he's a Tech Blaster global hero, so I mean, he probably works well with just normal Iron Man as well. So it's not unheard of to get a big pool on shards. don't feel like you have to level every character that you get, otherwise you're going to run out of resources real fast. So we're at 74% now to get an Electro, and really we want to get another up to 3,400. Probably not going to get that today. More shards of Hulk. Blitz is level 14, so we're just going to farm something now. Take him up to 13. What have we got? We've not got a lot of these. Can we farm them? Yes, we can. Right, level 14. So this unlocks Blitz. And this is the reason I've done this. So let's just increase these guys here. And then train him up to 14. I swear this will get better once you get past about level 35 or something. You start being able to just upgrade the gear to the gear level that either the character's level to, or or the gear level that you have the gear for. So you just hit upgrade now and it'll go to what tier, and it'll be like tier 7, tier 13, whatever you've got, whatever level you are, whatever gear level you can go up to. It will allow you just to use a slider, take you all the way up, it'll show you how much gear it's going to use, and it'll automatically take it from the gear level you're on right up, rather than just going one piece at a time. So doing this, it increases your points on the golden opportunity milestone, which gives you some stuff. This game throws lots of stuff at you. It can be quite daunting, but just for playing the game you get lots of freebies. So we're missing out these. Let's just go here. These blitz orbs are going to come in very handy early on. Later on they might fall off on what you're buying, but you get purple tokens that give you a lot of gear. Just take him to 14. I'm going to leave Shocker then out. So now we've got Blitz. So Blitz usually has a featured character or some star stuff, like red stars. It's got its own store. This is the character we want. Spider-Man Pivoter. You could go for Spider Slayer, you've got Dark Hawk, you've got, if you go Heroes for Hire, you get Luke Cage down here, and loads of other ones. Shields, a good option, and then you get this gear. So if we go to like Blue Catalyst, so we've got 20,000 of these already, we could open more, we could open 25 Catalyst shards, which gives us a whole load of gear that we might need. That helps you gear your characters to into blue levels. And really giving us this Pegasus lot. We'll be getting another purple, and it's gear and magic. Okay. So these trainer orbs, you'll start getting these. Leave them until you need training stuff. Same with the gold. Leave them until you need gold ones. Just let them build, unless you've got OCD and you can't see a number sitting like this. So if you see here like green gear, when you go here, you get all that gear that we were just farming. You get a good amount of it just from opening these orbs. So on to Blitz. So we've got Sinister 6. Eventually when we get to level 60 we'll just sim this, but until then you battle, and it always gives you a team relative to your level to fight. They might beat you, but it's relative to your level. come into the arena and just fight. So I'm just playing this on auto just to show you sometimes how easy the teams are. You get them more difficult, and when you get higher up you start having to match a wee bit better. But you get Blitz Orb fragments, you get some gold for doing it. Now, if I wanted to redo this same team again, it's going to cost me 25 energy. 25 of the capsules, the Blitz energy. And that's 5 for each character. But you can bring them in, it doesn't change our stats. Fire out on auto. And you should do this as much as you can every day. And when you get to Summit, think of this as Galactic War if you're coming from Spago. When you get to Summit, you could start, you could just have a whole load of teams and you just go change team and you just have an arrow and you just click through it and you go through. Now this gives you a multiplier. So we've got a 2 times multiplier, and then eventually this will go up a tier and you start getting points and you get more and more points depending on the tier. You get the leadership characters or the featured character shards, and then depending on your ranking, you don't expect to be top of any of this because you've got the higher up accounts that will just absolutely smash this. But if you get any of this, you'll start getting charged. So you're pretty much guaranteed 5 extra shards after this. In 21 hours, I'll get 5 more shards on top of whatever I get. If I get into top 1 to 200, I get 85 shards, and that's how that works. If I go to the team, it tells me for the next hour it's going to cost me these. So I could wait an hour, it won't cost me anything, I can do it again for free. I can come down here and do the next team and keep doing this until then. So that gives me orbs. Once I get 2000 orbs, I can do this instead of spending tokens, and that gives me any of the Blitz characters random drop chance of any of these. It's another way of just getting character shards. So if you've got Blitz orbs, just open them and use the purple tokens to get gear. Just save them, use them when you're gearing up your characters for if you're needing specific gear, especially if you're needing to save on energy. At the start, we'll have absolutely loads of energy. As you progress, you won't have as much. Achievements wise, we've opened that up, and then daily objectives, we've opened this, and then again to 15, and then see these objectives, it's optional, so you've mandatory 2 blitzes. Once you start getting the dailies autoed, you don't need to do blitz, but I would still recommend, especially early game, to do it. But Blitz, basically you could do 15 battles and then you'll get an extra 30 of this, these strike tokens, which helps you progress this further up. So it's just about exploits and then extreme training. So when you get to level 15, you start to get an extreme training, and so extreme training is exactly what I was saying earlier. We get the shards for the X-Men team. So out of this, Gambit's Fireball, Cyclops is in Raid, Nightcrawler, Sunspot and Forge, they're not really early game farmable, so gear them to where you need them, and then as we get the other X-Men, we'll just hand them off to the side and use the other team. You can use Gambit, he gets used in the Rogue team, which is the Horseman team, but honestly I wouldn't worry about farming them just yet. So it looks like this is our team, and we've unlocked all 3 abilities of this team now. And absolutely mopped the floor with that event. Grabs us the 100 shards of Gambit. So what I would do now is progress the villains campaign until, so it's like 17, 18, 19 and I think 20, and then you get that full team, and just cycle out. If you have to go back to the heroes campaign until you get the full campaign, do it, but just level up who you want to. Don't do this even though it's tempting. She's 100 shard unlock. Wait it out until you get the full team, or level up, farm some stuff, and then come back. But try and not gear up everything. Perfect. You want Spider-Man 2099. We should get him later on. Now I don't know if you need to be a certain level or if it's just part of the milestones. If we go to the milestones, when we come down here, when we get the first Spider Society, which is what level? Technically it's level 11. If we get her on the milestone, we might get the event open up, or we have to get to a certain level. I think it was like 39 or 38. You get an event which gives you all the tangled web, some more ghost shards and other stuff, and it basically gives you a whole Spider-Man squad with no work whatsoever. And I mean by Spider-Man squad, it's tangled web. So you get Web Weaver. I'll show you the tangled web squad now. So you get, if you go Black, so you get Black Noir shards, and you get 2099, and you get Spider Weaver. Basically you unlock all of them for free, without having to spend any currency, as well as Ghost, and you get Miles Morales as well. So that's the plan now. So going forward, I will upload this once a month. My plan for the next month then on this account, I might do a fortnightly update that now, whilst we're building up the first characters. There is a lot more in this game that I could come on live or upload differently, more frequently than as we go. So I may fire this. You might see more videos in the next few months of this than as we go, but don't worry, I'm not stopping as we go if that's what you follow my channel for. This is just another video that we're starting, video series that we're starting. But the plan is, everything we favorited is what we're working towards. Anything that's not favorited, we're not working towards. So Gambit may not be favorited, but we will upgrade him just to get the mutant team going, and then once we get him to a certain level where we don't need him anymore, we'll get rid. So if you're watching this later, thanks for watching and giving it a watch. If you jumped in to watch me rabble on whilst we're going through the start of this, thanks for turning up, and I'll see you all in the next one.